What's your biggest takeaway from the first game against Cal, and then this one? Obviously, it was a slow start for you guys.
Yeah, number one, we weren't very good offensively. They whipped us. Their big guys whipped us. Their guards whipped us. We just got beat. It was a beat down is what it was. So that's what I took away from it. And offensively, we're much better than we were then. But look, this is a good defensive-minded team. They're leading the league, I think, in field goal percentage defense from inside the arc. So they got some good bigs inside that we're going to have to score over. We're going to have to make great decisions when we get the ball in the lane. And we're going to have to make some shots and finish some plays. So they're a good team, and they're offensively they've got some weapons that we're going to have to be concerned with. So we're going to have to play well.
Do players remember a game like that? I mean, do they look at that and say, "Hey, we've got to show that we're better"? Or is it just another game?
I think if a player has any kind of pride, yeah, they look at it. A team that's beaten us before and should give them a little bit of incentive. I would hope so. I mean, again, every game's a new game, but and I don't, I'm not talking about revenge. It's not a revenge deal, but yeah, they whipped us. Yeah, prove that we're better than what we showed that day in Berkeley, and I think we are. But again, it's not about talking about it. We got to go out and do it between the lines.
It seems like you guys have had a couple opportunities this year to get that big win slip through your hands. Is there anything specific? Do you think that's gone into that?
No. I think we've had some big wins, but we've had some tough losses too.
Going into that previous game, you expressed a lot of concern about Matthews, and sure enough, he had a big night. What's going to be the key this time around?
The key with Matthews is you better be there when he catches the ball. You better be there. You cannot give him daylight, and we didn't do that. We let him open. We helped off on the post, and they threw it out, and he'd whap a three. He'd run the baseline and catch and shoot. We'd fall down or guard the screen the wrong way. I mean, you cannot guard a screen the wrong way when you're guarding Matthews, because all he needs is a second. It's off, and he's shooting 49% from three or whatever it is, 40+%. So you can't give him daylight. You got to be there on his catch, and you got to do it for every possession, every minute, because he is a scoring threat.
They ran 3 7-footers with Josh, I think. As the night went on, I think they ended up.
Yeah, I mean, Rooks and Okoro and Rad were their three inside bigs. Yeah.
How do you deal with that much size?
Well, again, it has to do with making great decisions with the ball, because number one, our bigs got to be able to score over their bigs, and as a big guy, we work on scoring the block a lot. So, and scoring is one thing, getting fouled is another. We did not get fouled in the post. Or if we did, it wasn't called. So we have to be really strong with the ball, and you got to keep them off balance. You can't just bully a 7-footer. You got to keep them off balance, shot fake, step through, get to the foul line. But we got to be aggressive. We can't be tentative. And it wasn't just our bigs; it was our perimeter players as well that get the ball in the lane and get their shot blocked. You better go strong, or we worked on it today a lot. We'll work on it tomorrow. It's making great decisions when you get the ball in the lane. You have to make great decisions, because they are going to come off, and they're a good help team, and they're going to come and try to block shots and give help defense, and that's where we got to make the extra pass and move the ball.
Go ahead.
This might seem just like an anecdotal observation, but this team appears to be in great shape physically, just in terms of the conditioning. And you could answer that better, but do you see that? And if so, do you think the conditioning that this team did for a wide measure in the offseason would have benefited that?
I think we are in good condition. And at this time of the year, it's very difficult. This is the time, probably mid-January, as a coach, where it gets very delicate in terms of, because again, the season's started back in October. It's a long season. Guys start to get worn down. We got some sickness on our team, some head colds, some flu bug type stuff. So we're in the dead of winter. The balance between going too much and too hard, where their legs are heavy and they've got fatigue, but yet lightening up too much where we're getting a little bit out of shape. So finding that balance is key. I always look at Josh Scott as our barometer. If Josh is tired, our team will be tired. Right? Josh is going now. He's one of the better conditioned athletes we have. He plays hard. He plays a lot of minutes. But you know, if Josh is tired, I know some other guys might be tired as well. So, but I do think we're in good shape.